She was like, sorry, I didn't recognize you. You look so professional with your hair like that. Hey everyone, I'm Milo Octavia and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if we're old friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking all about my big chop experience and what led me to get a big chop and my experience and how I've been caring for my hair since then. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and like this video and we'll get started. Okay, so first, before I got my big chop, I'll talk about just my hair experience and like how I felt about my hair and what led me to getting that. So I grew up in the 90s, and I feel like a lot of black girls in the 90s, we grew up with our hair always being straightened or blow dried, and so I was that kid who just always had my hair straightened and at least blow dried so that it's more manageable on a day-to-day basis. And so I think that for me, I never learned how to care for my natural hair. I always felt like it's unmanageable or wild, or it just needs to be straightened. Late high school, early college, I wore weaves. If you wear a weave, that's good for you. It just was not for me, although I thought I was cute and fierce at the time. Nobody could tell me nothing. But looking back, I'm just like, that was so unnecessary. So I went through that phase. And then I decided like I was going to go natural. But I didn't know how to care for my natural hair, like I said, and I had always been straightening it. So it was damaged, it was thin. So I started getting Brazilian blowouts because I heard that Brazilian blowouts made your hair more manageable and loosen the curl pattern. And that was during a time where I still just didn't embrace kinky, curly hair. And so for me, it sounded perfect. I did that for years. And then I just decided like I didn't want to keep changing my hair. I wanted to just learn to embrace my hair texture. And so I made the decision to transition from Brazilian blowouts in February of 2018. That was my last Brazilian blowout. And it took me a while until I finally got the big chop because I wanted my hair to be long enough. I had never had like really short hair, so I just wasn't comfortable with the idea. By the way, today my hair is looking longer than it normally looks because I just put in this new product that I've been trying. So if you want me to do a video on like what styling products I love and like what I do, I usually I wash my hair once a week. So if you want like any videos about my hair routines, my wash day routines, or styling products, just let me know in the comments below. But anyway, I was not used to having a short hairstyle. It just felt like I just could not, do that. So I wanted to grow a little bit so that I could be more comfortable with the length of my hair. So from February 2018, and then I had, been reaching out, looking into who I wanted to do my big chop. I found someone through Instagram. It's I Do It For The Curls. And so I had reached out to her and I told her, hey, I want to do a big chop, but I'm not comfortable with the length. What I really liked is that rather than saying, just do it, like just go for it. So I know that once you're a natural and someone is like resisting doing a big chop, at least for me, I do feel like, girl, just do it, go for it. She didn't do that. She was like, then wait until you feel more comfortable. So I was like, okay. Then I found like it was hard to get, so there are some stylists in LA where literally there's a 6-month waiting period. And their prices are quite high. And so I had known I wanted to work with her, but even working with her, it's like you have to be on it to get an appointment. And at this time she was releasing her appointments, I think maybe once a month, but they would fill up so fast. And so I was like just randomly checking her appointment slots. This is 2019 now. And I saw that she had an appointment available, but it was like for the upcoming week. And I was like, oh my God, should I book this? Like, I don't know. Like, I was so nervous. And I called my fiance, who at that time was my boyfriend, and I was like, what should I do? Like, I don't know. He was just like, do it, like, go for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. And that was like a good little push to just go for it, because I had just been hesitating and I was just so nervous, and we had been talking about it for some time and he had been telling me for some time to just do it. But finally I got an appointment, I did it. And so then came the day of the big chop. And I remember like not putting any product in my hair that day to go to work, and I just felt like, oh, my hair is a mess, but whatever. I was excited but nervous to go get the big chop after work that day. During during the actual cut, I remember when she first cut like those inches of damaged hair, I started crying. Like I had never, like I said, I just started crying. But as she started cutting and it started taking shape, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. And so like afterward, I remember my, again, fiance, who at that time was my boyfriend, was like you look so good, and like took a photo, and I shared a photo on Instagram. And you know, people are like, oh my god, it's so cute. So like that really helped me and my confidence. Not to say you need other people for confidence, but if we're being honest, it does help when, you know, your loved ones and friends and people hype you up to do something. So I did love it, but the one problem that I still had was feeling unprofessional. I think people maybe who don't have natural hair or are darker skin can't maybe understand that you do take that into account sometimes, of like when you're entering the professional world or trying to like work your way up, how people will perceive it. And I've actually had the experience where I graduated with my MBA from USC, Fight On, in May of 2020. But in late 2016, early 2017, I was in the process of applying to MBA programs. And so one of the programs that I was looking into was Pepperdine. I had already met the admissions officer at a different event where at the time I was getting BBOs, but I hadn't straightened my hair for this event. And then the next time I saw her, let's just call her Alyssa. I don't think that's her name, I'm gonna make up a name, Alyssa. The next time I saw her was at a networking event for which I intentionally straightened my hair so I could look, you know, professional. I remember going up to Alyssa during the networking event, and I was like, hey Alyssa, and you know how like someone, you could tell like they don't recognize you, they're kind of like, hey, like they don't want to be rude. So she kind of had that face, but then it clicked and she realized it wasn't. She's like, oh, hey Mila. And I think I had a name tag on too. But anyway, she was like, hey, she was like, sorry, I didn't recognize you. You look so professional with your hair like that. It was one of those moments where like, you don't want to be problematic. You want to be accepted and professional, so you don't say anything. So you just kind of like, and you're used to microaggressions as well. So you just kind of smile through it like, you know, like that's an odd thing to say. So my point in sharing that story though is that it's not just like a figment of my imagination. I've experienced people referring to it wasn't even my natural hair texture because I was getting Brazilian blowouts, but a non-straightened hair texture as unprofessional. I don't know if this is still the case, but I remember once I even Googled unprofessional hairstyles, and it was a photo of Michelle Obama with a natural looking hair texture. She was dressed professionally. It was Michelle Obama during, like, before, post-Obama presidency. She was dressed professionally. It was just that her hair was natural. So I don't know if Google has resolved that with the way their algorithm works, but it's a thing. So anyway, the only struggle I still had with after my big chop is like feeling like it's unprofessional. I remember during, like, when my hair was shorter, I really wanted it to be defined because I felt like that would help it look more professional or acceptable. So I did still struggle with that. I've since gotten over it, but I also think it could potentially be because I work for a company now that really embraces diversity, and it's not like it's a company that embraces diversity. I feel more comfortable, and also I've just been more comfortable in myself and my own skin, not taking on this idea that like straight hair is better or more beautiful, or, you know, like, no, my hair pattern is beautiful, and whatever hair pattern God made grow from your scalp is beautiful, and all of our individual hair patterns are what we have for ourselves. We don't have to manipulate it to be what someone else looks like. And so it's just been a very personal journey for me, this natural hair journey thing. But post big chop, I now get trims every 4 months, like religiously. Like I'm like, I need my trim on, you know, when that 4 months hits, I need my trim. So that's really helped to maintain the health of my hair. I have not straightened it since my big chop, except for like I will blow it out lightly and very gently if I'm gonna install braids. By the way, last year I taught myself how to braid, so if you want me to do a braiding video, let me know that in the comments as well. It takes me very long, I'm gonna be transparent, but like I'm learning. But anyway, so I don't straighten my hair like flat iron or hot comb it, and I rarely blow it out, and I just get trims consistently, and I try to, you know, keep up with the occasional treatment here and there. I did get it colored or highlighted once, which I love, by someone who knows how to highlight natural curly hair. She's amazing. Her name's Sophie. So yeah, that's my experience. If you made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you so much. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel because it helps other people find this content that could be helpful for other people. But also, just one last thing before we go, I just wanted to tell you, if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting a big chop, or you want to get a big chop but you're not sure what to expect, so you've been delaying, or you have these concerns about, well, I look professional or whatever, honestly, my biggest regret about my big chop is not doing it sooner. I feel like I wasted so much time. My hair could be like now, but it's not even just about the length, because maybe, you know, you want to keep it a certain length, like shorter. That's fine, but the confidence boost that I got when I did the big chop, the way I just felt more comfortable in my own skin when I did the big chop was really unexpected. I didn't expect to feel so comfortable with my own natural hair, and it was just something I was just like, I should have done this sooner. I waited years to transition or to just do the big chop and embrace my natural texture. I should have done all of this years and years ago. So if you're watching this video because you're wanting to get a big chop and you're not sure and you're on the fence, just do it. That would be my encouragement to you, is to just do it, just go for it. And hopefully this was helpful. So all right, I'll see you guys next time.